So it's really an extension to the Network Information Security Act that's been out there in the past, and I think it's important because it starts to realise that more and more services we use in our daily life are online. Healthcare, energy, banking, they're online, and these are under attack, so they need to be protected. In terms of organisations, how they prepare for it, quite a good place to start is with your security authority within the country, their guidance. So NCSC, our security authority, publishes a set of guidelines called Cybersecurity Essentials. It's quite a good place to start. So that talks about the obvious things you can do, using multi-factor authentication, understanding your risks, having policies around them. But it gives you quite a good toolkit in terms of assessing yourself against that standard and where you are. So that's one of the things I'd look at in terms of starting.
I think legislation is so important to drive these things. I know no matter how often we talk about these things to customers or colleagues or family members, it doesn't seem to, that our appreciation for the risk doesn't seem to translate into the industry. And so, legislation is required. But it just makes so much sense to get ahead of this stuff, and there's a lot of quick and easy wins to be had, which will take you a long way to meeting the guidance. They can have real benefits without having to be, incredibly complicated or difficult to do. And as Adam mentioned, MFA and moving beyond passwords, or at least just improving the hygiene of your passwords, makes such a big difference. And if you're less of a target, it's more likely that these automated tools are not going to flag you up as a possible target. And it just makes good sense to me, at least.
Yeah, if you look at the cost of protecting yourself against the cost of being a victim of a hack, it's quite staggeringly different. One of the things we're noticing is the real threat to business continuity. So it's not just an organisation being worried about reputational damage or being worried about being fined. If you look at Jaguar Land Rover, the amount they lost, M&S, the amount they lost, and Jaguar Land Rover probably wouldn't even be in business if the government hadn't stepped in. So there's a significant dent into that business's ability to keep going, as opposed to the cost to actually trying to protect yourself against it.